Hello, second graders. Today we're going to read Think of an Eel by Karen Wallace and Mike Bostock. Are you wondering what an eel is? An eel is a type of fish. What do you notice about the eel in this illustration? Think of an eel. He swims like a fish. He slides like a snake. There's a warm, weedy sea to the south of Bermuda. It's called Sargasso. No wind ever blows here. No sailing ships sail there. For thousands of years, there's a secret that lay hidden. This salt, soupy sea is where eels are born. Deep down where it's blackest, an egg becomes eel. He looks like a willow leaf, clear as a crystal. Baby eels are born in early spring. A real one is only about this big. His fierce, jutting mouth, his teeth like a saw blade. He eats like a horse, and he swims up through the water. The author says the eel eats like a horse. Why don't you think she said that? Imagine this eel leaf and millions just like him, swimming on waves across the wide sea. Some are unlucky. The seagulls are waiting. Beaks snap like scissors through the wriggling water. Young eels from the Sargasso travel either to Europe or to America, whichever their parents did before them. Eel swims for 3 years until he reaches the shore, but the river's too cold. There's still snow in the mountains. So he waits in the water, turns into an elver. Now he looks like a shoelace made of glass. Eels arrive in Europe around Christmas time. They wait offshore until spring, and as they wait, they turn into elvers. An elver is what an eel is called when it is no longer a baby, but not quite an adult. How does it look? When spring warms the shoreline, the smell of fresh water excites the glass elver. Into the river, he swims like a mad thing. He wriggles up rapids, climbs rocks, around waterfalls. Riverbanks guide him. Nothing will stop him. Eels navigate by instinct. They always seem to know where they are going. What do you think the author means by instinct? Around a drowned oak stump, through twisting green weeds, a mud hole is hidden. Eel knows without thinking it's what he's been seeking. He slips through the ooze. The hole is his home. Mud holes, burrows, and cracks in the riverbed are all homes for eels. Think of an eel. After years in the river, he's slit-eyed and slimy and thick like a snake. He gulps stickleback eggs, eats shrimps and small fishes. Shrimp? Eels feed mostly at night. If the river is empty, he swims from the mud hole, slips through the grass to steal snails from the pond. This is a pond snail. An eel can live out of water for 2 days, or longer, if the ground is wet, breathing through its slimy skin. One day, eel stops eating. His stomach is shrinking. His long, winding body turns silver and black. Eyes like black currants bulge into headlights. Now, for the last time, eel slides from the mud hole. His years in the river are over. What do you think that means? His years in the river are over. Silver eels usually leave the river in September or October. While they're waiting for a dark night, they sometimes get tangled up in a ball. Silver eel waits for a night that is moonless, when the rain from the mountains has flooded the stream. Then he slips down the river, down to the seashore. The time has arrived for his long journey home. For 80 days, silver eel swims through the ocean, squirms like a secret from seabird and sailor. There are millions just like him, deep down in the water, swimming silently back to the Sargasso Sea. Eels have big eyes for seeing things in the dark. There's eel tomb and eel cradle in the weedy Sargasso. After 80 days swimming, not eating, not sleeping, Eel's long, windy body is worn out and wasted. He spills the new life carried deep in his belly, then sinks through the sea like a used silver wrapper. Deep down where it's blackest, an eel egg becomes eel. He looks like a willow leaf, clear as a crystal. His fierce jutting mouth has teeth like a saw blade. He eats like a horse and he swims up through the water. Imagine this eel leaf and millions just like him, swimming on waves across the wide sea. Where have you heard something like this description before? Why do you think the author repeats this language at the end of the book?